Hello, music lovers. Thank you so much for dropping by this channel. And in case you hadn't noticed, maybe this is your first time here, I love to talk about music. This is a music channel. I love to talk about bands from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, maybe some current artists. I've got some brand new stuff I'm going to be talking about today. And always love to hear from you. Your comments, whatever, you can put them down below. I usually try to put links to what I'm talking about or something that is related to what I'm talking about down in the description, so be sure to check out that. And in this video, I just wanted to ask if you had seen the new video from John Mayer. Because when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? This video just looks so cheesy, so goofy. And it was like, this is just awful. But I learned a little bit about what went on, why it was made, and it kind of, made things a little bit better, which is one thing I've kind of learned, whether we're talking about people or we're talking about bands or songs or movies or whatever, when you learn what went into it and everything, there's always a story behind everything. Work goes into everything. You may not like it, but you can often appreciate where it's coming from and why it was actually done. And I think that that helps you to appreciate things more when you kind of know the backstory. And this new video is a song called Better Light. And it is a, typical John Mayer fare. It's kind of this adult contemporary, love lost, love yearning kind of song. And it's got a real cheesy video to go with it. He's basically in front of a green screen and he's just in all these crazy situations, floating above mountains and, in all these different scenarios and, hamming it up to the camera like it's some kind of an audition tape for Hollywood or maybe a dating service or something. And the reason why he made this video like that is because they were having a hard time coming up with a budget to make a video for this new song. And so he decided, screw it, I'm just going to go get this company down the street. And so this company that does like birthdays and bar mitzvahs, they do those types of videos, real low-end stuff. He went to them and was like, I want to do a video for my new single. And so this is what they came up with. I'll put a link to it down below so you can check that out. But it's a real cheesy, corny-ass video. It's like a train wreck. You can't keep your eyes off it. I've heard from people who were just like, I have to see it once a day. I mean, I just wanted to see if you guys had seen it, what you think about the song. It's a kind of a, it's a poppy little easy breezy pop song. It's got some pretty cool guitar in it. I like his tone. It gets a little funky. One thing about Mayer that I have liked recently is that he's been touring with the Grateful Dead, or whatever they're calling it now. I think it's Dead and Company, which is Bob Weir and Mickey Hart and the other dude, I can't remember his name, Bill, both of the drummers. They have put together a band. Basically, it's the Grateful Dead minus the bass player, Phil Lesh. And they're going out as Dead and Company. And John Mayer is basically taking the place of Jerry Garcia. Mayer has been doing a tremendous job. I've been able to check out a couple of their shows. I mean, they practically stream their shows. You can watch a lot of them. Great pro shot. I'll put one of them down below. But Mayer has just been doing a phenomenal job playing the guitar. He is one of these guys that is just an underrated guitar player. He's really, really good. Kind of like, reminds me of like a Vince Gill, who is currently out with the Eagles. He's a guy that is often associated with country and, that kind of thing. And you really don't think about him in terms of a guitar player. But Vince Gill is a great guitar player. And so is John Mayer. He is really, really good. And so his guitar playing has really gotten sharpened. And I was expecting, honestly, on this song or whatever it is that he's doing to be a little bit more guitar oriented. But he's still kind of doing the pop stuff. Because I know that when Bruce Hornsby played with the Grateful Dead back in the 90s, he started putting out solo albums that were much more jam oriented, and actually started liking his albums more just because there was just more there, more experimental. And I think Jerry Garcia even played guitar on one of them. And so, I was kind of expecting a little bit more out of Mayer, but he's got his familiar territory and he seems to do it well. Wanted to get your take. What do you think of Mayer? What do you think of this new song? What do you think of the video? What do you think about him and the Grateful Dead or Dead and Company? Put it down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Be sure to subscribe, say hi, and I will talk to you later.